AI, short for A. I hate it. So recently when I was giving myself a digital lobotomy, aka just scrolling on Twitter, I saw a tweet saying YouTube will soon let users use AI to generate shorts using their own likeness. Which, you know, I'm sure there's more to that. Because YouTube wouldn't just turn themselves into a sweatshop for AI deepfake slop, you know? They have standards, I think.
Over 1 million creators used our AI tools to produce content on YouTube, so expect more along the lines of being able to use your likeness in the creation of shorts.
Okay, so it turns out I'm wrong. So that quote and clip is taken from YouTube's yearly press release, where they kind of talk about all their priorities and goals for the upcoming year. So I decided to read the article and watch that interview, and I don't know if I see the vision. I mean, like, to me they kind of sound pretty dumb. But like, then again, maybe I'm just not that smart of a guy. I mean, if you think about it, if I was really smart, I would have bought a house in the 70s, and I didn't do that. I was somewhere in the intermediate of being Stardust and like in my father's balls. When really I should have been shopping. I should have been buying stocks and real estate. Idiot, idiot, idiot. But look, let's at least watch the interview and hear him out, because maybe there's just something I don't understand. Like maybe there's more to this and this is actually a good thing.
On the creation side and creator side, we've been investing very heavily for the last couple of years now. And the goal there is very simple, which is to really use AI to empower the amazing human creativity that happens on YouTube every single day.
Okay, you know what? That kind of sounds like a good idea. I think I'm starting to understand why they made him the CEO of YouTube and not me. Yeah, because if you really think about it, I'm pretty underqualified. Like, I had the opportunity to start YouTube for myself, but I was too busy somewhere between Stardust and in my father's balls. That's a great call on their part.
In December, for example, over 1 million creators used our AI tools to produce content on YouTube every single day. So expect more along the lines of being able to use your likeness, for example, in the creation of shorts, or being able to generate a game in YouTube playables from a single text prompt.
Okay. Generate a short with your likeness. That kind of just sounds like replacing people. I'm sure I'm misunderstanding it. Also, what happens if I use somebody else's likeness? How are we policing that one? Because I don't really want someone to take my look. I've spent tens of thousands of hours neglecting my body to get this perfect physique, and I don't want you to be able to steal it. But you know, I guess if somebody steals my likeness, I can just steal somebody else's. I think I'd become Tom Brady's son. That way I could kiss him on the lips. Thank you for all those Super Bowls, Papa. Also, are YouTube playables still a thing? They kind of just seem like all those scam mobile ads. So I don't really know why they're focusing on that. I feel like being able to make a game with a single text prompt might be a little bit too little. All right, I'd like you to make me one game, please. Sure. Cool. So I was thinking the game might be about like 2 people and one of them
That's all right.
You don't, nothing? You don't want to ask any? Perfect. Take a look. Oh, wow, okay, that was way faster than I expected. Let's take a, you put tits on Luigi. Okay, well, it's better than what Grok's doing. What is Grok doing? I took your pants off in that photo you posted.
Increasingly, AI is playing an important part about how viewers interact with their favorite creators on YouTube as well. One of my favorite features is the ask button.
Is it? Are you using AI to watch this video? How? Grok, take his pants off.
AI has unlocked incredible creativity, but it's also created some new risks. How is YouTube going to help manage creators' likeness, for example?
That guy, he sounds like an idiot. I don't even know what he's doing on that panel, to be quite honest. That's very embarrassing. I mean, yes, what he's saying is exactly what I was thinking at the start of this video, but I didn't say it because I would have sounded dumb.
I think that is a concern that I hear from creators, and it's also something that we have been investing in for a couple years now. I've talked about this capability called likeness detection, and the idea there is really building on our...
I'll cut you off. I actually know quite a bit about likeness detection. I actually perfected it in middle school when I was trying to figure out if girls likenessed me. The answer is usually no. Actually, it was pretty much always no, but I don't know why they brought that up. Now, this might come as a shock to some of you, but that video was very boring. So instead of watching the rest of it, I decided to just ask. What is this video about? It's kind of boring, and I don't want to watch. I mean, that's still a lot of words. Less words. It's still kind of a lot. Tell me what this video is about in like one sentence. It's kind of a run-on sentence. I don't get it. Okay, but are you gonna tell me about them? Oh, okay. Why didn't you just say that in the first place? Shockingly, AI wasn't really able to sway my opinion, and I still thought this move sounded pretty dumb. So I decided to read the article that went with the interview in hopes that maybe that would provide more clarity. Just as the synthesizer, Photoshop, and CGI revolutionized sound and visuals, AI will be a boon to the creatives who are ready to lean in. I'm ready. I'm so ready to lean in. I cannot wait to get booned. I guess let's look at what some of these tools are. Auto dubbing. Okay, no, this should be cool. I mean, most of my viewers are from the US, so I guess I'll just dub it to whatever the next most popular country is. So this is me talking in English, and hello, bro. When's the footy match on? The Queen did what? Cool. What else we got? AI-powered inspiration tools. Sure. Let's give that a go. All right, YouTube. Let's see what you cooked up. Unboxing the most ridiculous tech gadgets nobody asked for. Kind of already made that. Why do we keep watching terrible content? An existential crisis. Well, I think that's for you to answer. No, don't leave. Hallmark's bizarre careers. Unpacking the special needs globetrotter trope. That's kind of a hand grenade of an idea, don't you think? Okay, it took a little while for us to get here, but I finally found an idea that's pretty good. The secret life of bad Christmas movie characters after the credits roll. You know, on first glance, it kind of seems like AI thinks Christmas movies are this like liminal space, and then once the movie stops, all the characters are just kind of stuck there forever. Related videos on YouTube, casting The Office, a natural jump. When I'm done watching the original audition tapes for The Office, immediately the next thing I'm thinking, what happens when those Christmas movies end? Are they just kind of stuck in there like little guys? You know? Hate to admit it. I think AI is on a roll here. Let's develop this idea. Ooh, there's multiple hooks. The intrigue hook. You know those terrible Christmas movies you can't stop watching? No, that didn't feel right. Ever wonder if the Grinch's corporate developer cousin finally found a coffee shop that serves a decent latte? Does the Grinch have a corporate developer cousin? Okay, yeah. The Grinch has no family. So I like that one, so we're gonna go with that. Let's see, what title do we want to go with? What really happens to bad Christmas movie villains after the credits? It's definitely a contender. The unseen lives of terrible Christmas movie characters. You won't believe. Trust me, you won't believe. I think we got a winner right there. How do I select that one in? Hello, I would like to, how do I choose, I want that title. I'm trying to lean in. Maybe you can't do that. I might be trying to lean too far in. Thumbnails, okay. On first glance, I think we're all kind of thinking the same thing looking at these. It's pretty obvious there's a problem because you don't see the Grinch. His cousin, who's a corporate developer. Please add the Grinch's cousin, a corporate developer. I didn't spell that wrong. Getting a bad latte. I think that's what the people want. Now we just gotta kick back. Whoa! That's gotta be our winner right there. Now we just gotta pick the outline for the video. The absurd aftermath. The villainous corporate developer's office is surprisingly normal, just sterile. Okay, we don't know that the corporate developer is villainous. What, just because he's related to the Grinch? Also, Gemini is throwing some shots at ChatGPT. Oh, we got AI beef. Make him fight, make him fight. How would you even make AI fight? Would it be like Beyblades? If I put AI on a Beyblade and made it fight, is that like me watching boxing? Or would that be kind of like chicken fighting? It kind of feels, doesn't feel like boxing is kind of what I'm getting at. Okay, I think I found the best option for us. The surprisingly rich but humble innkeeper contemplates investing in sensible mutual funds. The character who only communicates in rhyming couplets gets incredibly annoyed at everyday conversations. I was hoping common sense would prevail, but as per my last email, yeah, we're gonna go with that one. Cool. Guys, I am feeling so empowered right now. Well, you shouldn't, because you know what you did? You turned your camera off and forgot to turn it back on. Yeah, I recorded for 20 minutes talking to myself, and normally I just explain it in post, but I want you to hear it from me while I'm all embarrassed because I know what I just did. Well, I really tried to lean into the comment replies, but I just spent like half an hour looking for them. Who even are you? I think YouTube might be leaning out on this tool because it used to appear under a bunch of comments. Now it kind of just only appears under ones you can say thank you to. Yeah, I can't do it. I really tried to lean in. You guys all saw me. This feels really out of touch and pretty dumb. You know, they say, just as the synthesizer, Photoshop, and CGI revolutionized sound and visuals, AI will be a boon to the creatives who are ready to lean in. I don't even think you're a part of that club. Yeah, just like Tom Brady, Serena Williams, and Tiger Woods, I'm gonna be known as the greatest of all time. No, you are not in that club. Matter of fact, they're in a VIP section in the club. You are outside the club. You're in line and you're really far back in that line. And honestly, you're pretty smelly. When you get to the front of the line, they're gonna be like, no, thank you. You're not allowed in this club. Like, to me, AI is supposed to be kind of like a calculator. Like, it is a tool that could be very useful in very specific cases and save me a good amount of time. So that's why I want to use it. The problem is the calculator keeps guessing. That's why they put this little disclaimer at the bottom now. AI can make mistakes, so double check it. What am I using AI for then? AI is this revolutionary new tool. But it's also wrong, and it's also very confident when it's wrong. It'll lie to you, and it's really good at lying. So hear me out. Use AI, and it will save you a bunch of time. And then you can use that time to do what you asked AI to do, just to make sure it didn't lie to you, because it likes to do that. I guess I'm not really seeing how that reality can warrant using the word revolutionary. To me, something revolutionary is like penicillin, which if you don't know, it's an antibiotic and it was discovered from mold. AI doesn't feel like that. AI feels like if somebody saw that happen and they said, oh, well, if you think that mold's good at treating infections, wait till I shit on it. And I know this isn't really a hot take. Most would say it's the consensus. I just think we gotta dial back the word revolutionary. Maybe we can enter the revolutionary conversation when I stop having to fact check the calculator. But I also have to ask, why are we so obsessed with forcing the calculator to make movies? Who is that for? I really like that in the press release, they specify you'll only be able to create using your own likeness, which is both a hilarious and horrifying lack of foresight. No guys, don't worry. Only the good guys get guns. That's not how that works at all. Sorry. I just feel like I'm going crazy every time I hear YouTube try to force this down our throats. Like, it seems that nobody wants AI. And I don't understand why YouTube is forcing it so heavily, because besides being deeply unpopular, it's deeply unprofitable. Like, this is a horrible business strategy. I don't understand it at all. I don't know. I don't get it. They do kind of talk about the AI slop epidemic later in that article, but listen how out of touch it is. The rise of AI has raised concerns about low quality content, aka AI slop. Over the past 20 years, we've learned not to impose any preconceived notions on the creator ecosystem. Today, once odd trends like ASMR and watching other people play video games are mainstream hits. Don't get mad, stop, and appreciate. You and I get to bear witness to one of the greatest spins, maybe of all time. That is a spin written by someone whose job was probably on the line. Somebody in that billion-dollar organization broke out their Fox News pundit talking points, and it somehow worked. Watching other people play video games. Insane. This is the same logic as, why listen to music when you can play the guitar yourself? I don't know, maybe I don't own a guitar. Maybe I just suck at playing the guitar and I really like listening to an expert play the guitar. Maybe it's not even about the guitar, maybe I just like the guitarist. But you know what it's definitely not? It's definitely not that the guitarist is actually AI generated from a bot farm. That's certainly not it. And then after this, they go on to say, to reduce the spread of low quality AI content, we're actively building on our established systems that have been very successful in combating spam and clickbait and reducing the spread of low quality, repetitive content. What are you talking about? You're making it easier than ever. Maybe I'm pretty biased, but as somebody who watches a lot of YouTube, I don't think viewers want more AI. Actually, specifically as a viewer, I want less AI. And by less, I mean none. Also, I just can't let this one slip under the radar. Whoever pitched playables, I want you to take them and drown them in the ocean. Get rid of those. What are you doing? Are we a video sharing platform? Or the games I play when I have no Wi-Fi in a flight? Also, as a creator, I think you could do some cool things. It's still baffling to me how little we know about the algorithm. I'm cool that there is one. I get why you have it. Stop talking about it like it's a ghost that haunts your mother-in-law's house. What does it do? Look, I don't have a lot of faith in the AI transcript of this video making its way to Neil's desk, so I'll spare you any of my ideas. But I do want to comment on one last thing that they say in this article. The CEO of YouTube, Neil, says, "I'm often asked to predict who the most important creator on YouTube will be in 5 or 10 years. My answer is always the same. It's someone you've never heard of." This inspired me to give my bet on the future. My bet is that in 2 years, the CEO of YouTube will be somebody I've never heard of. I've tried to be pretty lighthearted in this video, but this genuinely just seems like a disaster waiting to happen. This just fundamentally doesn't agree with the core values of YouTube and its community. So this move clearly comes from somebody who doesn't understand YouTube or that community. And that means one of two things. Either the CEO of YouTube doesn't understand the platform and its community's values, or he is being told what to do from somebody who doesn't understand the community and its values. And if that's the case, it means he's either unable to speak up or he is speaking up and they don't respect him enough to listen. But what do I know? I'm just a ball of stardust in my father's balls, or something like that. Anyways, guys, be sure to be on the lookout for that Grinch video. That's coming real soon. I'm going to stop making this video and I'm going to immediately get into Grinch mode. And I think you guys are going to be pretty surprised by what happens because I don't even know what happens. All right, I'll see you later.